Hey, good morning and happy Wednesday. Welcome back to episode number 36 of our VA Mastery series. And this month, the month of November, is kind of like a giving thanks or gratitude theme. So very exciting, and don't know if you noticed the little intro video there. But it just kind of sets the mood for the season, right? And just giving that thanks and doing some reflection and things like that. All right. So I'm very, very happy to be back today. And today is really going to be, just about like the strategic planning, looking at a year-end review, doing some reflection. Okay. So Thanksgiving and November is a great time for that, right? Because we know the end of the year is coming. We've got a fresh year ahead of us, right? So it's a great time to do that. So, as you're rolling in here, say hello, say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am tuning in from my home office here in Central New York on a beautiful fall morning. The sun is shining and it's just gorgeous out. It's a little chilly, but I like it. I like that crisp air. So, all right. So again, today's topic is all about just setting ourselves up for a successful 2025. And the way that we do this is to know what we've got going on, right? And really doing like a thorough year-end review and maybe some strategic planning, right? Setting aside some time, blocking out some time to do some strategic planning, and just like schedule it in with yourself, right? To do some kind of a session. Okay, it's just like an appointment. All right, and as we all know, again, we're getting ready to close out the year strong, right? We want it to be strong. And I want to walk you through some key strategies that's really going to help you reflect on what actually worked in your business, all right? Maybe identify some areas for improvement and just lay some groundwork for an even more prosperous year ahead. Who is in for that? I know that I am. All right, so grab a notebook or open up a doc on your computer, okay? And maybe take some notes today. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. Again, I always have 3 strategies for you on our VA Mastery series with 3 takeaway items, okay? So that you can actually go and take action and implement, all right? And they're easy, all right? So they're very, very doable, bite size. All right, so strategy number 1 today is to conduct a year-end business review. This is very important, and a solid year-end review really does set the foundation for a successful new year, all right? And just by looking back at what actually worked and what didn't, what we do is we gain valuable insights that can really help us make more informed decisions moving forward. Okay, because it kind of gives you that roadmap, right? And it just tells you what direction to take, what path to take, okay? And, just knowing your wins and your challenges, it allows you to double down on effective strategies and just cut out what's not working, okay? And sometimes it takes that, that laser focus and that actually, taking a look back and reflecting for us to even know what was or wasn't working, right? Because we get so busy in all the day-to-day that we're not paying attention to all that stuff, all right? So this clarity is really essential for continuous improvement and growth in your business. So your actionable tip today for strategy number 1, and strategy number 1 was to conduct a year-end business review. So the tip is to just take some time this week to analyze some key areas of your business, like revenue growth. Client satisfaction is another great one. How about your service offerings? And even something like time management, okay? And ask yourself these questions. Number 1, which projects brought in the most revenue? Okay, do you even know that? Take a look back, look at your numbers. If you have a CRM system, I'm sure that'll help you determine those numbers, right? Number 2, which clients were the most enjoyable to work with? All right, because we're in business to, we want to enjoy what we're doing, right? We didn't do this to be miserable all the time. So let's take a review of that as well, right? Seriously. And number 3 is, what tasks drained the most time and energy? I'm sure you got a couple on the list, right? So those are 3 great questions to ask yourself when you're doing that year-end business review, okay? So I do have a bonus for you, and if you would like a year-end review template, which I've put together, it'll make this process a lot smoother. Just comment review below, and I will share a downloadable checklist that I use for my own business. Okay, I'm happy to share that. Strategy number 2 today is to set clear goals for 2025. You hear that all the time, you guys. Set goals, right? And again, if you're anything like me, if I don't take the time to actually sit down and work on those goals, they just don't happen. They just sit on the back burner, right? They're kind of, they're kind of ignored a little bit because you get so busy in all the day-to-day stuff. But once you have a clear picture of your 2024, what happened this year, right? It's now time to look ahead. So setting those clear and measurable goals gives you, what does it give you? It gives you a roadmap, right? For the next year, so that you know exactly where the heck to focus your energy and your resources. Okay? Because we don't want to keep spinning our wheels, right? We want to see what worked, what didn't work, and we're going to use, tweak that a little bit and use some new strategies in the new year. All right? And goals, they keep you motivated, they keep you focused, right? And when you have a vision of for what you want to achieve, you really are less likely to get sidetracked or maybe overwhelmed with the day-to-day tasks. And plus, specific goals make it much easier to measure and track your progress. Okay? And that's important in business too. So your actionable tip for strategy number 2, which strategy number 2 is set clear goals for 2025, is take some time to identify the 2 to 3 goals, all right, key goals for your business in 2025. This might include something like a revenue target, adding a new service, right? Growing your client base, that's pretty important. Or maybe increasing your work-life balance, okay? That might be something that's on the top of your list, all right? So it can be anything, right? Of course, it's going to be unique to you. But once you have those determined, those 2 to 3 key goals for 2025, let's take these goals and break them down into smaller, manageable steps, all right, or pieces. And then you're going to want to set realistic deadlines for each milestone, okay? And keep them realistic, all right? So that they're doable. So earlier this year, or was it last year? I can't remember, but I have this amazing kit. It's called my Goal Crusher Bundle, and it can really help you set and track your goals. And if that's something that you'd like to use, it's a great way to really get on track with your goals and to maintain them. Just comment Goal Crusher. Comment goals down below in the comments, and I'll share that link with you. All right. And I just this is the month of giving, right? And I'm giving a lot of bonuses this month in the VA Mastery Series. So take advantage of it. Take a look at it. All right. Okay, let's go on to strategy number 3. So strategy number 3 is all about planning for efficiency and growth. All right. So let's plan for efficiency and growth here. So the very final piece of our year-end prep is actually planning how to work smarter and not harder, all right? We're talking about streamlining your processes and implementing some automation where possible, okay? Because what does this do? It frees up your time for higher level tasks and some growth in your business. Whether that means, hiring some staff or, whatever that may be, but it's streamlining those processes and implementing that automation. I'm huge on automation, where possible, right? Anywhere possible, to free up your time. Okay. So, and as VAs, it's really, really easy to just get caught up in that hustle, isn't it? It is. It's so easy. But if you want to scale sustainably, it really is crucial to focus on efficiency. All right. And when you streamline your workflow, you really open up space for new clients or additional services without the added stress. Okay, so it's so important. And sometimes we forget about that because, again, we get caught up in the day-to-day. So the actual tip for strategy number 3, and strategy number 3 is planning for efficiency and growth. So what I'd like you to do is just audit your current processes to see where you can automate or maybe where you can simplify, okay? Look at some tools like Social Connector that I've been talking about a lot in the last month, right? Tools like that can really help you automate your client onboarding, your email sequences, your workflows, and a lot more than that, okay? Even like your calendar booking and things, all right? And I think we all know this because as VAs, we're doing a lot of admin stuff, right? But less time on admin means more time on business building activities. Okay. And if you're not currently using Social Connector and you'd like a free 14-day trial, comment CRM below to give it a try. Okay. It's amazing. They give you 14 free days to check it out. And it's another great way to take a look at your expenses also for the end of the year and see what you can cut. Okay. Look at your overhead, make sure that you're not overspending, right? All those other good things. Okay. All right. Yes. Awesome. And, also, if you are curious about leveling up your skills for efficiency, I also offer in-depth training on systems and automation inside the VA Vault. All right. And that the VA Vault is a membership here in the VA Academy. And we launched that earlier this year. Very, very exciting. There's a lot of specialized training in there, but if you're interested in that, just comment Vault below if you would like to learn more. Happy to send you all of that information. All right. Okay, so to wrap up today's session on preparing for prosperity in 2025, this is what we covered. Number one, we covered to conduct a thorough year-end business review to gain insights into what is working. Number two is to set goals for the new year that are specific and measurable and aligned with your vision. Okay? Great time to do it, you guys. Number three is to plan for efficiency by streamlining those processes, leveraging that automation, and just freeing up some time for your growth. Okay? And by putting in the time to reflect and plan and set up all these efficient workflows, you're setting yourself up for a year filled with more success and less stress. Doesn't that sound good to you? I'm telling you. And reviewing and just, reflecting on some of the struggles, right? And what you kind of want to eliminate. It's so helpful. And it's helpful to write it down too, So if you guys found this session helpful, don't forget to comment review goals or CRM based on the resources that you're interested in today's episode, okay? And as always, stay tuned for next week's episode where we're going to be diving into holiday campaign tips to keep your marketing merry and bright, all right? I also want to let you know and remind you that we have an amazing workshop coming up on Wednesday, November 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And it is the VA Startup Masterclass, okay? So if you've been thinking about becoming a VA, or if you want to work at home, or you've just been exploring some different business ideas, it's a free workshop. It kind of tells you how to start your business right from the ground up, okay? And if you'd like information on that, just comment Masterclass below, and I will send you the link to register, and you'll be on your way, all right? So again, thank you guys again for joining me today, and I will see all of you next week, all right?